Stop working so hard. It is not working. It's not working for you. It is not supporting you. It is stressing you out, and you are operating out of misalignment. And I'm going to teach you some ways to where you can restructure your business and life to where when you show up, you are showing up feeling valued and supported. But welcome. If you are meeting me for the very first time, my name is Tracie Collins, and here I teach women how to build businesses as assets. Okay. So when we operate out of misalignment, when we operate in a space of scarcity and lack, it prevents us from being our fullest self. It means that we feel that we have to do more just to meet the bare minimum. It feels like we have to prove our worth and prove our value, and we don't have to work that way. So, let's talk about what the misconception is about working hard. It's so funny because I just was texting a friend and I was prepping for this video, and I have been sitting in a space of, yeah, I don't feel like doing that. One of the things that social media will do is because you're constantly inundated with so much information and so many creators, it makes you feel like you have to show up all the time everywhere. And the truth of the matter is, you don't. The truth of the matter is, when you show up, you want to show up with purpose and with something to say and offer. Okay. And there is a way that you can feel fulfilled in when you show up. And I told my friend today, I said, I no longer subscribe to the methodology of working hard. Working hard, it just creates a system of being busy, like going on a hamster wheel nowhere fast. This society has taught us to where you have to constantly work and stretch yourself to the capacity of exhaustion. And then you look up in the same place that you're in and you are not being fulfilled. Alignment is the key to calling in what you deserve. But you want to know, how do you get in alignment? The first way of getting in alignment is being still. The first way of getting in alignment is saying no. The first ways of getting in alignment is really getting to the core of who you are, who you serve, what you offer, why you do what you do, and then start positioning yourself and opening up yourself for opportunities. You have to do a lot of shadow work. You have to do a lot of inner work and a lot of unlearning. And stop operating from a lack and scarcity mindset. Stop pricing yourself below value. Pricing yourself accordingly to where you feel sustained and valued at the same time, and to where your clients that work with you will get the fullest impact, to where they feel that they haven't even paid enough. And that is how you want to always leave your clients, right? Is feeling fulfilled to where they're telling others about you and they are seeing the transition that you have helped them get to just by merely experiencing you. And you didn't have to chase. You are not operating in masculine energy. As feminine women, it is essential and crucial that we operate and step into our feminine. What does that mean? It means being the attraction. It means allowing things to come to you versus going to get it. We are not the hunters and the gatherers. We are the ones who call it all into us. And so using that feminine energy to do the same thing in business. We have seen, we have taught, and we have been shown the patriarchal way, the masculine center way of working. And it just does not serve us. It exhausts us. And what we see in real time happening right now is that patriarchal system is crumbling. People have waken up to the fact that this does not work. This is not sustainable. This is not fulfilling. People want more value for their time so where they can expand their view and their vision and their experience of wealth. Wealth also is about how are you experiencing life? What wonderful experiences are you allowing yourself and your family and those that you love to go on with you? How are you embodying and adopting that mindset? Okay, so when we start allowing attraction to take over and to step into ease and to step into rest, this is what alignment attraction looks like. I refuse to work hard. We don't operate from that standpoint. We operate from a standpoint of alignment, ease, attraction, rest, clarity, direction, focus, systems, and strategy. Okay? The next thing is really understanding how alignment serves you. It honors you. It honors who you are. It honors your purpose. It honors your long term vision. And it supports your energy. Don't you want to be in a place where your energy feels supported? Don't you want to, when you show up, people who get to experience you understand the value and what that brings? Yes, right? So, how do we do that first? Is by first honoring the systems that I just mentioned. When you're in alignment, it creates creativity, which I absolutely love. Being a creator, it allows you to think clearly. Ideas come to you. And sometimes people will say, well, Tracie, how do I allow ideas to come to us? You have to silence the noise. You have to, which is so difficult in this society. However, what we see are people are craving the silence. They're craving the moments of walking in nature, going to sit by a stream, going on a hike, being in communal spaces with family and friends, and having lunch together or dinner together and having meaningful conversation. This is what creativity allows you to experience because you have silenced the noise. We are closing that out to invite room for clarity and direction. And if you don't know, go outside and ground yourself. Hug a tree, walk barefoot in the grass, go sit by a tree, get some vitamin D, get some sunshine, and you will see that you will immediately begin to feel better and the ideals will start to emerge. When business owners come to me and they're like, Tracie, I'm all over the place, help me. And my job is to help them streamline their systems, their process, their ideas to where it becomes sustainable, an actual viable product, and it is profitable. Okay. But you can't do that in a noisy place. You can't do that from a place of heightened energy without direct clarity and focus. So, knowing when you're out of alignment, you're exhausted. You are exhausted. You are frustrated. How many of you have been in this space? Like, drop in the comments and let me know. How many of you have been in a space of exhaustion and frustration and fatigue and just confusion and feeling like you're operating on autopilot? That is when you know that you are out of alignment, that your system, your nervous system is misaligned. Get quiet, get still, invite meditation into your practice. Start silencing the noise. Pricing yourself at value. I'm actually doing a talk tomorrow on this very subject matter. I have worked with women in business for my entire adult life. So going on, oh my God, oh my God. So let's just say about 30 years. 30 years I have worked with women. And the main struggle I see with women is we don't give ourselves enough credit. We don't give ourselves the credit that we deserve. Oftentimes, we feel like we have to have external validation to affirm who we are. But the truth of the matter is, your affirmation comes from confirmation within you. Okay. And it's more than just having words of affirmation plastered, it has to be embedded within to your subconscious. You have to deprogram your subconscious when you start understanding how to value who you are, what you bring to the table, how you show up, to whom you show up and work with, and who gets to experience that. So when you price yourself at value, That means you no longer undervalue your work. You no longer subscribe to working hard because you understand that that is not sustainable. You understand that that's not where your energy source comes from. You don't operate in a system of depletion. No, you operate in overflow. You operate and you show up when you feel like this is my time. This is where I can give the most of who I am so that whomever gets to experience that gains the most. You understand that. The next thing is protecting your price. It also protects your energy. It protects your time and your capacity. You don't have to sell low ticket offers and showing up for all of the low ticket items to where you feel like you have to book at least 20 clients a month just to get to your bare minimum. You can have one client a month that will pay you for the entire month, and you can sit back and rest. You can sit back and enjoy your life, and you can show up in other ways that feel more aligned and put you in rooms and positions and creating opportunities for yourself because of the value exchange, because you understand what that value means and what transformation that you offer. When you show up at value, the right clients recognize who you are. The right clients are drawn to you. The right clients are willing to pay your price without second guessing or trying to negotiate you down. We don't do that. We don't do that. People who pay attention. Okay? And people who pay the most attention. People who pay the least want the most. And we are not here to do that. Pricing properly allows you to do less while earning more and showing up at a higher standard. So, how do you shift into aligned action? The ways that you can do this is, again, getting still. Stillness invites clarity. Stillness brings in direction and understanding purpose. Stillness allows you to call in what it is that you want for yourself. Today, I'm recording this video, is November 11th. Well, 11/11 is a powerful, powerful manifestation day. And for those of you who are into manifesting, calling in, being in alignment, then this video is absolutely for you. And even if it's not November 11th that you catch this video, no worries, it still reigns the same. When you have an idea, the first thing that you must do is write it down, because spelling is spelling. The next thing that you must do is operate as if it's already happened. And what your job is then is shrinking the timeline through your stillness, through your manifestation, so you are calling it there. The benefits of operating in flow: you're at peace, you're clear, and you have invited the room for increase. Okay? Opportunities that come your way are naturally aligned with who you are and what you offer and whom you support and serve. You will have opportunities that will come from you out of nowhere. You will have conversations with people. You will be invited into rooms that you would have never thought that you were an invited guest into, simply because you have decided to pivot and understand who you are and your value and that you bring to the table. And you've decided to no longer work hard because it does not serve you. Operating from a place of lack, from a place of undeserving and being undervalued, you pay more. You pay more in your energy, you pay more in your finances, you pay more in the attention that you give, you pay more. And finally, when you're grounded, when you are operating in flow, you are moving from an empowered place. You have a glow about you that others are trying to figure out how to get for themselves. How did they crack the code? What are they doing that I can be associated with them? What are they doing that I can be in the rooms that they're in? Simply because now you are a leader in your industry, because you've decided to value who you are and not what they say you are. Because you know that the confirmation that you gave yourself was enough to shift you in the alignment that you deserve, so you there can attract whom you are meant to be. Okay, so I hope this message resonated with you. And if you are seeking to get into rooms, book appointment with me. You can get in my leader space, my inner circle. They are some amazing business leaders in that space. Women who are in charge of no longer subscribing to the system. If you want more support in shifting your systems and shifting your mindset and creating offers that not only support you, but attract the clientele that you deserve, then you sign up to join my group mentorship. It is happening January 7th and it is enrolling now. And all of the description will be linked below. Okay. But if you are meeting me again for the very first time, my name is Tracie Collins and I will see you next time.